You gotta be kidding me. Good thing I can use clips to go back to the VOD and change where it's clipped. I'm smart. And look at this putz.
Actually, when he showed it to me, I was like, oh my god, can I have the tin? And he's like, no, it's a giveaway. But
who's David?
He called the shot. What?
Who's David?
Oh my god, who's David? I gotta go.
But I couldn't find any that were purple that would fit my face because I have a giant head. It's true. I have like a ridiculous. It sucks. Doesn't help that I'm kind of fat.
Go ahead, have a drink. Lie.
A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water.
I instantly regret that. Dig out the little bone around the root nerves. And because there's supposed to be a hole where the nerves go through oh god, I can't believe I just did that on camera. Oh, no big deal. Just a bomb all-star rookie. Hey, Mr. Young, this already is a really good.
Oh, we're just done with phrasing, right? That's not a thing anymore.
Ding? I got a ding? Oh, I do have a ding. Oh, that's a good ding. No. Anybody want to talk about the colon? We could have a whole conversation about the colon. Or his half-pint friend. Just like Abraham Lincoln chose in his one and only duel. And when he showed up carrying a almost 4-foot-long razor-sharp cattle saber, the person who challenged him backed down quite quickly. True story, look it up. That's real. He was challenged to one duel in his lifetime, and the person backed down at the sight of him bare-chested with a... What is this? Oh my god. This is a sketch card. Are you kidding me? One of one! Mickey and the Beanstalk! This is going to be very expensive on eBay! Hello, Mel! For a splash page and Action Comics 1050 signed and certified for Alex Ross. That was 109 for the pair. Crazy. These prices are crazy, man. Crazy. You got deals. It's crazy. Yeah, it's all good, man. I have a feeling 60% of the time it works every time. Sex Panther. It's made with real bits of panther. Stings the nostrils. It's a formidable scent. And his cousin Rory Rotator Cuff. His cousin Timmy Tommy John. We need to keep that one. Timmy Tommy John. That's I love you, Carlos. Shang-Wai Lee. Yeah, tell us how you really feel, DC. Dan Iny. You son of a Bourbon, you bastard. Bourbon, you bastard. This is a rare Sean Strickland. You son of a biscuit. And I hope you stub your toe tonight before you go to bed. I hope he gets a Wander Franco. Well, he's got pack number 3. Let's see if 3's got that magic in it. You got the gooch! My wife is Abby Normal. She's like, huh? All right, here we go. A little Looney Tunes. We are danger close to a case hit if this case has one. And oh my God, Prue Ackerman. Let's hear some bars. Okay, go. I got 7 Mac 11s, about 8 38s, 9 9s, 10 Mac 10s. You know what never ends. You can't touch my riches, even if you had MC Hammer and 357. Now listen, I'm not going to get into it, okay? Let's just get into the game. It's just going to be easier that way. Hopefully it didn't come across camera, me just dribbling beer all over myself. Nothing says family friendly like covering myself in beer. 2 C's. 2 C's, BK. A little bit thicker. 2 C's. Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Thicker. There it is. BK. Sounds dirty. Well, you gotta be kidding me. Good thing I can use clips to go back to the VOD and change where it's clipped. I'm smart. And look at this putz.
Actually, when he showed it to me, I was like, oh my God, can I have the 10? And he's like, no, it's a giveaway. But
who's David?
He called the shot. What?
Who's David?
Oh my God, who's David?
Hello, everybody. Oh, man. What's going on? Carlos, Don, Sapuros. I feel like I'm a little too light. I don't like the color. There it goes, a little better. Hello, Dr. Nick. It's me, Dr. Nick. My mustache is very rebellious today. After my shower, it did not want to do anything, so here it is, just rat-tailed out. I don't even care. I mean, I care a little bit, but I don't care. Oh, son of a biscuit. There's so much to go over today. So much. Councilman Chef basically came in and was just like, I was taking everything. So a couple of things sold out. So we got some giveaways to do once everybody gets here. There will be blood. I don't know if you saw the hint on Instagram, but there's a pretty nasty There Will Be Blood in. And don't worry if you can't get into that one, because I made another one. The other one might get me in trouble. The first one is really good. The second one could get me in trouble. So I just want to put that out there. I'm drinking because of it. Could get me in a little trouble. Yeah. Chef, you saw how good this one is. The second one I might get in a little bit of trouble for. Two of the things in the second one. Yeah. The first one, I had to get permission to put the Alex Ross 9.8 signed comic in there. So I have permission, because that's ridiculous. I have for $75. I have permission to do that one. I don't have permission for what I did in the second one. Now, Councilman Chef, I have a whole lot of stuff to open for you. No, actually, nobody but you knew that it was up. We didn't make an official announcement. That was a soft announcement. You were perusing the site and you found it. Not everyone knows that it's live, but it's live. I was not actually going to announce it until I was done doing all of the other stuff, but then I was like, well, I better put it up before I go live, because you saw I put it up about 2 hours ago. I better put it up before I go live so that I don't have to fidget with that when I go live. But you saw the TikTok? Yeah. Trust me. Once again, there's pictures in this There Will Be Blood. Once people look at the pictures and they realize it's $75, it's going to sell out. I got permission from Doug to do the first one. Doug did not give me permission to do the second one. He does not know what is in the second one. I swear to you, listen, on my son's life. Here. On my son's life, Doug has no idea what I put into the second one. With the exception of he does know that I was putting another Las Vegas mystery box in there. That's it, because I told him I was putting one in each. I did not tell him about anything that is in the second one. It's a true story. It is. This one is this is basically one for the homies. If you're here, you're gonna have a chance at getting this stuff. If you're not here, I'm not gonna go out of my way to tell you about it, because this is for my homers. This is for my peeps that are here every single show. These are my peeps that don't want to drop $100 on something. This is, I'm contractually obligated to do a little bit of advertising for it because it's only fair. But these ones are for my homies. Speaking of for the homies, Chef, I have a lot of your stuff that I have to get through, man. How do you feel about me jumping into your stuff right now while we wait for more people to show up? I am dying to open this archive snapshot and see what's inside. Scuba had about that's a little much. Had about 200 pounds of meat walking around his yard. Usable, processable meat. in the form of some youngling white-tailed deer. Next year they would be of edible size, but man, I would still take a shoulder off one of the ones that he sent me a photo of. I love venison. Oh boy, do I love eating deer. I grew up the son of a hunter. I have shot things myself. And man, do I love venison. All right, listen, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this right off the bat. Now, normally I would wait till the very end, and I'd even ask you. I would be like, hey, what order do you want these in? You're actually not getting a choice, chef. You're not getting a choice. We're opening this first because this is the first thing that this is what I was supposed to open. Hold on, I got to get my phone. Scuba saw. Oh, those are, yeah. Yeah, you got some of them spotted babies. Oh, yeah, those are Bambis. That's a rare set of twins right there. They usually only come one at a time. You got a set of twinsies. I like that. All right, these I technically bought for... technically I bought these for Dangle, but Dangle started a new job, so his hours do not line up with our hours anymore. So 2022 archive snapshots. These were a Topps online exclusive. You could not get these from retail. So big dumper autos are in here. So are Julio Rodriguez autos. And there is an autograph inside this box guaranteed. Me lord, hello, me lord. Hello, me lord, thou hast blessed us with thine divine presence, and all of us are better for it. Many blessings upon you, sir, and may you continue to be the wonderful lord that you are. That's Josiah Gray's rookie. That's a Dave Winfield. That's a Rodolfo Castro. Ooh, hand numbered out of 25. And then there's a Juan Gonzalez. Hey, Texas. It's not your team, but it is a Texas team. And that's an on-card auto. Wow, these should be more expensive than they are. I am just going to tell you this right now. These should be more expensive than they are. I probably should have made these more expensive. I did not realize these were on card. My ignorance. I'm ignorant. It's your gain. Little Juan Gonzalez. How about, I mean, hey. It's a good auto right there. Lars Nootbaar. McGill. Bucky. Beer. There's an Astro. I don't think he's an Astro anymore. Dumberger. Jeff Baggs. He'll always be an Astro. Hall of Fame Jeff Baggs. And Brian De La Cruz. Look at good old Jeffy Baggs. What up, J Baggs? What up, J Baggs? Let's get these. Yeah, definitely could have been a worse auto. I agree. You can't get mad. Well, listen, Juan Gonzalez, it's pretty all right. It's just not your specific team. All right, now we got to get to the big screen for these next couple ones. Ow. Shocking. I know, right? not only was it the third card, I was not expecting it to be on card. Behind a hand-numbered out of 25 card. Hello. That's a hell of a product. There you go. If you want to see it again, if you can find it in the wild, buy those. All right, you got, so between two cons, both of the Jurgens were left. Chef, I don't know if you know this, one of those Jurgens books I put into the There Will Be Blood. Arguably, I left the nicer of the two just to add back into DCD's collection. But since you bought the last spot, I'm no longer going to do that. You're getting it. You're getting the signed Death of Superman. That is a Dan Jurgens signed Death of Superman. I took Funeral for a Friend number 8 and I put it into the There Will Be Blood. And I was like, oh yeah, we'll keep this one for Doug's collection. Nope. Chef, that's yours now. You have the Death of Superman. It comes with a Image First Spawn and a Patrick Scullin Spawn sketch card. Not to mention a sketchbook and the Metal Pass from Amazeballs. But that's not all you did. Hold on, I got a text from my son's friend's dad. Give me a second, I'm sorry. Give me a second. All right, sorry. Listen, your purchases, I unlocked all of them. I also did not run those by Doug. I made an executive decision. I made a business decision. All giveaways are now active. The Mac Battle Beast is active. All giveaways are active. So everybody that is in those can thank Chef for unlocking all of the giveaways. One of the giveaways, by the way, I haven't shown you yet. I will after I finish showing you all the other stuff. Now, you did buy the last Sin City surprise. That starts with the Lady Deadpool Chew, which also has this, hey now, X-23, Batman, Lenticular Teen Titan, and Amazing Spider-Man. I believe that is the character Hallows Eve. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. I believe that's Hallows Eve. What up, Money Mitch? Hey, nobody tell Money Mitch about the There Will Be Blood. Because he's going to want to save his money for the second one, because there's a Ninja Turtles thing in the second one. Yeah. Yep, don't tell him. He's going to want the second one, not the first one.
So, you also have the number one Comic-Con mystery. Let's see what's inside there. Then we will open your signed sealed. Which, by the way, signed sealed is going away today, for those who don't know. I don't know who this is. Oh, Ed Brubaker. Are you kidding me? Oh, well, I don't think I've ever seen Ed Brubaker's signature. This is from the Civil War series. Excuse me. So, Mr. Brubaker, what else we got here? Baltimore Comic-Con exclusive Harley Quinn. Oh, what is this? All right. This is the David Nakayama. We've seen this one before. We like it. It's all the female variations of the baddies and a goodie. It's the Gweniverse version of all of them. This is your lenticular. And this little nugget right here is a foil variant Batman 613. Oh, there you go. I am going to recycle this, as you know. Let's put that in my recycle list. Oh, we are not done yet, folks. Not only do we have one more object to open for him, I have the giveaways to duty. Now, here's what I am going to do. Signed, sealed, and delivered is still live. Let me make sure the other two are off. Product. All right. Sin City Surprises. Delete. Between two cons. Delete. All right. Those are gone. Let's take before we open that, let's take a quick look. Let me recap. So we're going to do in a little bit, we're going to do the giveaway of the Tom King badge and the pint glass. Now, what is the pint glass, you ask? I'm glad you asked. I got this for you. Let me take the sticker off. I don't want to look like a jerk. Plus, the sticker covers the actual official thing. Money Mitch was there when I bought this. It may or may not have been on the clearance rack. Not that you care, because check this out. Money Mitch. Actually, the entire Money Mitch family and the entire Breaker family got together and rode this together. There's the picture right there. So I was perusing and I was like, wait a minute, a nice glass pint glass? Yeah. Absolute. Very tingly. It tingled the undercarriage. So I said, I saw this, was like, oh my goodness, this is awesome. Let's buy one to give away for the Sin City surprises. So that's what happened. That's how it happened. It's never going to be wrapped up the way it was before. There it is. Yay. I'm even going to put it inside of the high roller bag. So somebody's going to get that. And after we're done with the giveaways, I got some show and tell for you. I'm telling you, folks. Listen, I said it was going to be a busy day, right? Let's keep going. So I am going to leave these live for the next 25 minutes. So if anybody wants a signed seal delivered, this is it. I am getting rid of them. Here's why. Between Two Cons is now sold out. Sin City Surprises is sold out. Signed sealed, Chef bought number 9. That leaves 4 left. I am going to give away the signed Peach Momoko book. It's like a $60 book. I'm going to give that away because we sold 60%. I'm making the judgment call. I said if you guys bought one more, I would do the giveaway. So right now, it is a 1 in 6 chance. If anybody wants to get in on that action, I'm going to leave this open for just until we get to the giveaways, and then I'm going to shut everything down. But Chef, signed, sealed, delivered, 9 of 10. See what you got. Carlos, look away. Look away. We're going to the big camera because it is a biggin. We're going to the big camera. How about that spawn right there? Oh my, foil variant. Check that out. What could we have possibly put with this foil variant of Spawn? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the hits just keep on coming.
They do. Violator number 1. I don't know who the signer was. This was the cover artist. Yeah. Trevor knows. Trevor knows the answer. I'm going to be honest with you. That foil variant cost more than the signature did. This is an expensive book. That was kind of the hit. And this is one of the rare cases where the signature was secondary. That's the one where he started with the variant and added the signature. All right. Before we do the giveaways, I want to give everyone an opportunity that wants to buy more of that insane product that I just pulled. I got a little show and tell. No, it is not Bart Sears. It is, I want to say it's Raymond. I think he's the cover artist. So I put my money where my mouth is. I told you I was going to find one and buy one. And I did not care about the grade as much as I cared about what it looked like. I said I was going to get me a dummy Taylor, a T206, which is part of the same set that the Honus Wagner is from. Now, granted, there's 350 different subjects. But there is my dummy Taylor. T206 Piedmont back. This is just my first one. I will probably own quite a few of these by my time being done. These were produced between 1909 and 1911, so it's about 115 to 118-year-old card. What up, El Zacco? As a matter of fact, El Zacco was holding this for me. I went and picked it up today. So there it is. There's a dummy Taylor. And now some of you know about this. Most of you don't. I got arguably one of the rarest. Good to see you too, man. Always. One of the rarest Star Wars comic books currently in print. This is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Echoes of the Empire, number 3, Tyler Kirkham variant. Limited to 100 copies between this and the Virgin variant. These were exclusive to Fan Expo. And the sign at Fan Expo said, we have 100 of them. Once they're sold out, they're gone. Cash only. So, of course, I had to buy a set. Go ahead and try to find this book. It's not for sale anywhere. I had to have one. I will probably eventually sell them, but I'd have to figure out how the heck to even price them out. It's at least 150 for the pair, at minimum. So I'm waiting to see some pop up, waiting to see if anybody decides to sell them. They are noted on a couple of these sites, saying that, hey, yeah, this exists. They were a Fan Expo exclusive. And according to Fan Expo, they were limited to 100 copies each. If that is limited to 100 copies, this makes it one of the rarest modern Star Wars books in a very long time. All right. Let me get Dummy Taylor. Put him in my top drawer. All right, giveaways. Let's start with Between Two Cons. I probably should get random.org. Oh, goodness gracious. Carlos Dangle, Daniel Bourbon Chef. Top 3 are winners. Random 7 times, go. And the winners are
Dangle, Dangle, and Daniel G. What did they win? I'm glad you asked. John Romita Jr. signed exclusive print. Now, he just did this for Comic-Con Revolution. So this was only available at Comic-Con Revolution. So Dangle got that. Dangle also got the Scott Hanna John Romita signed. It's Amazing Spider-Man #1 cover. And Daniel Gonzalez got the David Mack signed comic. I'm actually going to text Dangle. Tell him he won. That's the Dangle box. You know, I do have a Daniel G box. There's Daniel G. All right. Oh, I'll get there, Carlos. Raymond Gay. All right, so that was 6B. Raymond Gay. Got it. That makes sense. All right, for my OCD people, we'll make that correct. Move that down. Sin City Surprises, Tom King signed badge. Should probably go find that real quick. Tom King signed. And the pint glass. Carlos Thomas, Joe C. Thomas, Prue, and Chef. Oh, I love that, Sapphoros. I love that for them. All right, the winners are Prue and Thomas. Prue got the Tom King badge.
Thomas got the pint glass. You know, Money Mitch, it's kind of fitting. All right, last call on signed, sealed, delivered. Then we're going to do the giveaway. All right, checking the gate. Gate is clear. Close it out. Carlos, WonderCon person, Milord, and Chef. By the way, the WonderCon person did not leave his email address, so we're going to take them out. Carlos, Milord, Chef. One of you are getting the Peach Momoko. And the winner is... Chef! Chef! There you go. Peach Momoko signed Double Trouble and Strange Academy Peach Momoko cover. Yeah, both are foil. Nice. All right, let me get rid of that now. Oh, yeah, that was the spawn. I'm going to show you the next giveaway that was added. This is a no-hit bonus for Console Classics by Carlos. So, when this ends, we are going to random all 10 people, and we are going to give away the Afro Samurai, the Bowser, the Ninja Gaiden, the Resident Evil. Those 4 are going to go first. Then, of the 6 people who do not get a hit, those 6 people will be in the running for this little nugget right here. Oh, did I say little? I meant gigantic. I want to talk to you about There Will Be Blood. There's 2 of them ready. This one is the first. If you go to dcdcollects.com, you can click on this brand new tab. There Will Be Blood. What? Try that again. There it is. There Will Be Blood. No mystery here. That's one of the lots. That's one of the lots. Yeah, that's a 9.8 Alex Ross. I want to point out this is a $75 buy-in. I had to get permission to put that one in. I actually had to get permission for that one. How about a Ryan Otley box? Now, what is in here? This is a signed Ryan Otley comic, a signed Ryan Otley card, and a blaster box of Invincible Season 1 Keepsake. That is a Don Ho original sketch cover. That's Rogue. I did something else too. Even though I was going to kind of hide this for me, I did add this Don Ho original. I don't know if you know what scene this is, but I think you do. So that is also in addition to the original sketch cover. Three boxes of Disney Neon Blasters is the final spot. 75 is the buy-in. Limit 2 per person. So that's what's going on. Do it blind, yeah. Just buy it, don't show up. I'll play for you. All right, did I catch up on everything? Am I caught up? Got that. I got that. Comics, card. Oh, I have Doug's birthday gift here, and I'm debating on actually showing it on camera because he doesn't watch live ever, and he's in Dallas right now, so he's probably sleeping already. So I'm gonna contemplate showing you guys what I got him for his birthday, which was a couple months ago. Now I ordered it a couple months ago, but it had to be handmade, and they were out of them, so I had to wait for them to make new ones. But it finally arrived. Wow, I can't believe I got all of that done in less than an hour. I need to work slower next time. Need to do the old stretch. Eventually, there will be a video talking about the rules for There Will Be Blood on the There Will Be Blood page. I just I don't know how I'm better yet. All right. I did it. I'm caught up. Me too. No more high explosive sales. Spicy. What else do I have? I think that's it. I think that is. Yeah, I did that way too fast. I did that way too fast. Yeah. I got nothing. Leftover inventory fit in a 3-foot Morning Glory sparkler case. Good. That means you did well. Speaking of something completely, well, it's slightly related. It's July 4th. 30K. Yeah, it's pretty good. Chef, did you see the bakery in Texas that sold the America Under Distress cakes, and everybody lost their mind and they're getting like death threats now? I thought it was funny that of all the places it was Texas, because Texas really doesn't put up with that stuff. I was Hive Bakery. That's what it was. Hive Bakery, Chef. I support free speech to a degree, and you can't be a free speech absolutist because there are idiots that take free speech too far. And I'm not getting political. I'm actually getting constitutional here. But it is stunning. It is stunning how people will decry free speech and cancel culture, and then turn around and do the same thing. Like, it was just, and that's it's not so much what they did, but it's the irony in the response that is getting all of the attention. And I just thought that was cute, and the fact that it came from Texas, and I lived in Texas. I love Texas. If it wasn't for most of the politicians, if it wasn't for the big government of Texas, I like the small government, the local. Listen, I'm not just because Chef is here. Chef's no longer a councilman. I mean, he gets the title forever, but what I'm saying is, he wouldn't be offended by me saying this. The small local governments are great in Texas because they're very, they're microeconomic governments. The big government, the dork in charge, who I never liked, who I've personally met when we opened our Geico location might run against Newman. Get him. I met him when we opened Geico. He came and was one of the speakers at the opening of the Geico thing, and he was a jerk. So hello, Newman. That's what you got to do, Chef. If you're allowed to do a commercial, if you can afford to do a commercial because they're expensive AF, you should do a hello, Newman, and then talk about your policy and why your policy is better. It would go viral. You got to do it. It would just be really funny. But anyway, the small local government, your town government, your city government in Texas is phenomenal. The big government in Texas sucks. And I can say there, I lived there for multiple years. My child was born there. And so I feel like I do have now granted, I didn't live there for 10 years, but I can at least speak on it. The local government is great. The local government really does care about each individual city and town. Big government doesn't care. They're just trying to fit the national narrative. And again, I could speak on it because I lived there. I lived in a place called Katy, Texas. It is about an hour west of Houston, but everything is an hour from Houston because Houston is the size of, I think it's bigger than where the Pope lives, Vatican City. Houston's huge. But I digress. And the people of Texas, by and large, are some of the nicest people you're ever going to meet. They're all going to genuinely be like, hey, how you doing? They want to know how you're doing, and if you're well, great. Outside of that, they don't care what you do with your life. You just go on living your life. They're going to go on living their life. The people of Texas are great. The people of Texas, unfortunately, have a bad rap. And I will go to the bat for the people of Texas. By and large, the people of Texas are not who the media makes them out to be. They are not Florida man. Florida man, and somebody who lived in Florida for 10 years. I did live in Florida for 10 years. Florida man is the worst that America has to offer. No offense, Florida man watching. 80% of Florida. 20% of Florida is fine. Texas is not the unhinged, rootin' tootin', shooting 10-gallon hat, cowboy boot. They all do wear cowboy boots. That's true because they're so damn comfortable. Once you break in a pair of cowboy boots, you're not going to want to really wear anything else. But again, I digress. They get a bad rap because of the big government that is representing them, who keep getting elected by and large, the not majority. I love Texas. I would go back to Texas if the people in charge of Texas were no longer in charge of Texas. I would go back to Texas in a heartbeat. Just for the beef and cattle alone, you will go to Texas. You could go to the worst place in Texas and have the best steak you've ever had because it was killed, slaughtered, or was killed, processed, and aged 15 miles down the road. So it is the freshest, most tenderest 2-inch steak you're ever going to have in your life. I love it. I miss the gas prices of Texas. I miss the non-taxes of Texas. Texas is really great. Do not judge Texas by what you see on the media. Judge Texas by going there. Go to San Antonio. Take a little river taxi cruise. Look at the architecture. Talk to the people. Eat the food. Go to Austin. And see the weirdness that is Austin. Austin's weird, but it's cool because it's weird. Go to Congress Street or whatever it's called, State Street, whatever it is, and hang out there near the University of Texas and hook 'em horns. Like it's cool. Go to Dallas and then immediately run to any other city other than Dallas, because Dallas sucks. Go to Houston. See the man-made waterfall in the middle of the city. Go to an Astros games, not because the Astros are awful for baseball and cheat. No offense, Jeff, they cheated. But because the stadium is so dang nice and you want to watch the Nolan Ryan Express travel across the outfield when they hit a home run. Texas is great. It's just misrepresented. Florida is exactly what you think it is. Might even be worse. DC, how can you say that about Florida? I lived in Jacksonville for 2.5 years. I lived in Orlando for 1.5 years. I lived in Ocala for 1 year. I lived in Lakeland for 2 years. Yeah, I can very, very freely speak of Florida. Councilman Newman had a lawsuit against the city for his First Amendment right. He lost in county court, took it to district, lost. Filed in federal. He posted day one on his loser news network, listening to the lawyers do lawyer things, and lost again. Yeah, man. Listen, free speech. I'm going to give everybody listening and those who are watching in review and those who are outside of the country that may be confused about the constitutional right to free speech. This is a very stripped down layman's explanation. The freedom of speech allows you to say whatever you will, criticizing the government, and not be arrested for talking bad against the government. Free speech does not protect you from private companies, businesses, or private people. If you say something that somebody doesn't like in their business, they can throw you out, and your free speech means nothing because it's private. If you say you're going to do something to the President of the United States, that's not free speech. That is attack speech. That is illegal. But you can say, hey, this government sucks, we need reform, and not go to jail for saying that. Or conversely, you can say, hey, this government is the greatest on earth, I love it, and when there's a regime change, go to jail because you supported the previous regime. Free speech protects you from the government. It allows you to speak your mind about the government as long as it is in a non-threatening manner and not be arrested simply for what you say. That is, to the most basic degree, what free speech is. Unfortunately, there are people that think free speech means you're allowed to say whatever you want because I have free speech, I can say it. Sure, you can say it, but you can also get consequences for what you have said. If you say, let's say you are Kanye West, and you said all those things about a former leader of Germany, and said, and there's nothing anybody can do about it, free speech. Adidas fired him. He was canceled he's not allowed to enter multiple countries in the world. And he's like, oh, I have free speech. You do, but you're not free from consequences. You're just free from the government giving you consequences. So for those who talk about free speech, and for those who are outside of America that don't understand it, that's all it is. Free speech means you can criticize your government and not go to jail. Your government can't prosecute you for it. But anything you say otherwise, and especially privately, it's not protected. It's not protected at all. If you walk into a bakery and say, oh my goodness, you are terrible, your cookies suck, your frosting is watery and way too sugary, they can throw you out. And you can't be like, oh, this is free speech. I have the right to refuse you business. It's really that simple. You can say whatever you want, but you're going to get consequences. You're only protected from the government. So that's a very layman term. Obviously, there's sub-articles talking about what you can and cannot say about the government, but that's it. So when people say free speech, it's not what you think it is. It isn't. By the way, something that's not covered, you can be censured by the government for what you say if you are a member of government. You can be censured. You can say something on Congress floor and they can censure you for it, and that is completely legal because you are in the government. Yesterday's lawyer stuff was the best whining I have ever heard a lawyer repeat. When a judge asks one lawyer, so what you are saying is no harm, no foul? You might not have a case. It's true. It is. And people go bonkers like, oh, I can call him this word. I can call him this 1700s word because free speech. Okay. And he can freely whoop your rear end. Now, he'll go to jail for assault, but you don't get a pass because of free speech. Consequence for the actions. Hey, listen, you called me this word. I'm going to punch you in the face. I'm willing to go to jail for punching you in the face, but you can't sue me for violating your free speech. I violated you physically. You can sue me for that. You can't sue me for violating your free speech. That's what it boils down to. Fair trade. That's right. Okay, I punched you, therefore I have agreed to go to jail for punching you. I punched you because of what you said. You can sue me for punching you. Can't sue me for violating your First Amendment right. Because I didn't violate your First Amendment right. I'll let you say it. I just responded to it. Now, I don't condone that type of violence on this channel. Don't be surprised if you say something and you get a knuckle sandwich. Not by me, of course. I'm old. I'm old and slow. I don't have my reaction time of my. What's going on, man? Give me a 1-2, Ja. What up, Ja? How you been, man? What's new and exciting here? Cheers. There you go. Oh, if you're wondering what I'm drinking, Money Mitch bought me this great bottle of Mythology. Delicious. I'm taking it slow. In case you notice, I haven't been drinking a lot lately. It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I'm taking it slow. I'm savoring. State of Texas Supreme Court has a ruling that a public elected person can sue if someone states you are corrupt for so long without proof. Yeah. Well, there you go. Got to get the proof. Proof is in the pudding. Oh. That's awesome. I'm glad Newman's losing. Take his spot and be like, hey. And you know, if I'm not mistaken, you can cite his court losses as a example of character. So he cannot come after you for using public record. Those cases are public record. Him being denied appeal is public record. You can use that against him. You can freely use that against him, and he cannot do anything about it. So he's writing your campaign for you, Chef. Should be easy. Say, hey, this is how many times I've lost my appeal with state and federal courts. Here's how many times he's lost. He's 0 for 3. That's a bad batting average. Go Astros. Did you see the new trailer for Dune 3? Carlos, I'm going to be dead ass honest with you right now. I haven't even seen Dune 2 yet. Listen, I get it. It's an important book. It was a pretty visually cool movie. I haven't even listen. I love me some Timothée Chalamet like the next guy and gal. I'm a fan of Zendaya. Some people are not a fan of her acting. I think she's actually quite talented. I'm very excited. By the way, on my birthday in 20 days, I am seeing The Odyssey in theaters on my birthday. I could have went and saw it opening night because they're doing a premiere here in Hollywood, but I chose to do it on my birthday instead. Tried to read Dune, made it 3 pages. Gonna thank him Monday for helping me lose funding since BAM and Corporate is a little rough right now, right? Yeah, I might have dodged a bullet on that one, Chef. I know you were mourning that loss, but, you might have dodged a bullet, bud. Yeah, I haven't. I'll watch short-term L, long-term dub. I'll watch the trailer. Again, they're visually stunning films. It's whatevs. Exactly, but studying another group system. What else do I have? That's it. Yeah. Folks, I think it's it. What up, Kate? Kate, my goodness, Kate. You missed everything. Don't you have, like, something tomorrow that you should be resting for? Isn't tomorrow, like, a kind of important day? Sean Connery's birthday? Is it? Whoppy Bricks put their whole thing on the website for transparency. Good. Because I'll be down and out. Till I see one of them.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, thanks for the sub. 23
Beetlejuice.
months. That's almost 2 years.
Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
Rar. No, I announced the blood. 2 spots have sold. I have a feeling tomorrow the first one will sell out. And Kate, I made a second one. Yeah, I actually heard him yelling. Well, not yelling. I heard him on the phone. He was upset. He was like, yeah, I can't believe you did that. It was great. Blind Cat was like, oh. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do it. Now that I know I have to send it on Discord. Bangarang. My name is Chef. You could edit UFC intros with him reading their names. Fighting out of the red corner. My name is Chef. All jamming? I mean, let's be honest. Aljamain Sterling does not have an easy name to pronounce, and even I pronounce it wrong. Hey, listen, I know Crystal and Juan already are on the bandwagon. Is anybody else following Erlen Holland on Instagram yet? Has anybody actually started watching all of the Erling Holland videos that are out there? Holland has to be the funniest, most on-spectrum dude in the world. He is hilarious. He also has the chance of being the highest goal scorer in history if he keeps on his current streak. He's more than likely going to have more international goals than anybody else because he's already halfway to Ronaldo's record, and he's only 25 years old. He'll crack the top 10 for overall goals because, again, he's a third of the way there and he's only 25 years old. Oh, yeah. He's nasty. Watch the goal of him doing the backflip. I thought that was AI. It's real. There's also one where he bounced the ball off the guy's head. Again, I thought it was AI. No, that's real. He also scored 9 goals in one game in an under-20 championship game. It wasn't a championship game, but it was a playoff game in the under-20 league. 9 goals, one game. They won 12-0. It's ludicrous. Yeah, I'm very quickly becoming a Holland fan. Just because the dude's funny. He doesn't take himself serious. And more importantly, he's respectful. After practice, he will corral the balls and help the guy whose job, the equipment manager, do it. He doesn't throw his jersey at the equipment manager. He hands it to him. He's a very respectful guy. His father was a famous footballer. His mother was a famous athlete in Norway. By the way, Erling Haaland is English. I don't know if you know this. He's of Norwegian descendancy, but he was born in England. his dad was playing for Leeds, and his dad and his mom had him while he was playing for Leeds in England. So technically he's English by birth, but Norwegian by right, Viking by right. Leave this off my phone. It's good. All right. Did you see the clip of the disabled reporter that an entire team walked by, but one guy stopped to talk to him? I did not. If you have that clip, I will watch it. You bought new convention shoes today. 4 inches instead of 6? Oh, well, no. Corners is the 8-inch. Oh, Jude Bellingham's awesome, yeah. Yeah, Jude Bellingham's a good dude. Jude Bellingham's been on my radar for a while. Hoka's are awesome. Yeah, no, Hoka's are some of the best shoes you can get for running around and walking. Hoka's are like the official shoe of Disneyland. You go to Disneyland, anybody who is a seasoned vet has Hoka's on. I believe Hoka is a Santa Barbara company too. Doug, should have talked to Doug. I think he gets discounts from Hoka. I think he knows the manager of distribution. Something like that. Because of course he does. All right, folks. I am a withered husk of my 5 hour ago self. I think we're going to wrap this up because now the adrenaline is over. Now I'm starting to get tired. Last call on everything. Excuse me. I expect us to have blood tomorrow. It's an insane there will be blood. No, nobody clipped anything because I didn't say anything remotely funny. Because by and large, I'm not funny. And clipped. What can I say? Energetic, dull Velociraptor Skamodo. I am the old Skamodo dragon. The old Skamodo dragon. Wasn't it Julia Roberts' husband that was bit by a Komodo dragon? Oh man, now I gotta find it. I think it was Julia Roberts. Whose husband was bit by a Komodo dragon? Oh, Sharon Stone's husband. Sharon Stone's husband was bit by a Komodo dragon at the Los Angeles Zoo during a behind-the-scenes tour. Phil Braunstein, her then husband. I mean, he probably deserved it. He was barefoot. He was barefoot while meeting a Komodo dragon. Stunad. You stunad. Hey, these things have, they have deadly bacteria that grows in their mouth and a bite force that can rip through bone and flesh. I'm not gonna wear shoes when I meet this animal. Yeah. That's like saying I'm not gonna wear pants or underwear when I meet this hungry Jack Russell Terrier. Same thing. Komodo dragon versus a polar bear? I'd still take I take the polar bear. I don't think you understand how big a polar bear is. But the bite of the dragon? So here's the thing. It's not the bite of the Komodo dragon that kills you. They do have it's the bacteria in their mouth. They have a deadly bacteria. Give me a second. Yeah, I mean it depends on it. See, Chef is right. The cold. If the Komodo dragon went to the North Pole to get the polar bear, it would die because it's warm-blooded. So I mean, I guess it all depends. And I'm sure if the polar bear went to the Galapagos Island, it would probably overheat and die. So they'd have to meet in like England. have to go to London, fight there. In an ideal circumstance, you nerds. They have Staphylococcus and E. coli. Apparently, it says it's a myth that it is like super, super poisonous. But the fact that they have staph and E. coli is the issue. They do have serrated teeth. Let's look. Let's get this right here. So there, I mean, technically we're a little wrong. It's been grossly misrepresented. It leaves a nasty bleeding wound, and it has venom. Wait, what? No, that's not right. Primary killing mechanism is venom? An anti-coag... All right, now I am... All right, Smithsonian. Can we agree that the Smithsonian will have accurate information? Yeah, no, I agree, Chef. I think they're saying it's misrepresented that, yeah, both of those will absolutely kill you, but it's being misrepresented of how bad it is. All right. Venom and bacteria. Sharp serrated shape of the Komodo dragon's teeth make it easy for bits of rotten flesh to get caught in the reptile's mouth, turning their saliva into a mini habitat for harmful bacteria that can cause untreated bite wounds to become septic. Staph. Researchers have also documented a venom gland in the dragon's lower jaw. The venom prevents the blood from clotting. It's an anticoagulant, which causes massive blood clots and induces shock. Okay, yeah. That's like a snake bite then. So you're getting a snake bite plus E. coli and staph. Yeah, listen, AI, you suck, AI. AI, you suck. I just want to say AI sucks. Yeah, it's the mouth. Polar bear. Yeah, I'm still taking the polar bear. Oh, they do have super serrated teeth. I don't think I can zoom that enough. Let me see. Hold on. It's the best I can do, folks. They won't let me shrink the header, so they're serrated. Yeah, that's nasty. Forget that. I don't want to be bit by a Komodo dragon anymore. I mean, I didn't want to get bit in the first place, but I don't want to get bit anymore either. I feel like that's the natural place to end this. Hi, Carlos. Love you too. See you tomorrow. Let's check the gate. The gate is clear. Let's get out of here. We're not going to raid. I know I'm supposed to. I've been told for algorithm reasons I'm supposed to raid. It's, you know, I love you guys. I just don't feel like having to explain to everybody what we do and send links and talk about stuff. I don't want to do that. I just want to go home. Here's what we'll do. We will raid Mystery Science Theater 3000. That's what we'll do. That's fun, right? If you don't know what Mystery Science Theater 3000 is, you don't have enough joy in your life. It is the original riff track. It is the original, joking about movies. It's the friend you go to movies with that you, after you go to the movie with them, you never go to a movie with them again because they talk through the whole thing. That's what this is. Folks, I love each and every one of you, so do me a favor. Take care of yourselves and each other. Tomorrow's There Will Be Blood is going to be pretty nasty. You need to get into it. The There Will Be Blood after that, also equally nasty. You're going to want to save a spot for that too. The pictures are online. I'm not releasing the photos of the second one. Maybe it'll be on Instagram, but I'm not going to put it on the site. So keep your eyes out to see what the second one looks like. But we got to get through the first one to get to the second. I love you all. Take care. Be safe. Good night.